Hello and welcome to the centre of Malaysian motorsports. We are at the Sepang International Circuit for the final round of the M.I.R Championship on MotoGP 24. Here is your sprint highlights brought to you by commentators me, myself, Raceboy95 aka Riley Davis and Woody Howard. Enjoy. Alright then, everybody's ready to go for the sprint race. Now, throw it down in the comments. Who do you think will be leading out of turn 1? What about you, Woody?
Here we go.
Who will be leading out of turn 2? Let's
Max from Norway. Max from Norway is going to be leading.
7th on the grid. It's a brave choice, but definitely not out of the question. Look out for the two Aprilias for Emil and Bernie. Here we go for the final sprint race of the M.I.R season. Here we go. Jake lines up on pole for the last time. Here we go. It's a good start from Jake, but a good one as well from Guns, who's going to get a brilliant run down to turn 1. Not the best start for LAGT, but Jake goes defensive. Brilliant defence. I think he's ran it wide there at turn 1. He has. Here comes Famil looking for the inside, but Jake's going to have it back. Here he comes back through. Oh, that got close. A bit rough there from Jake, but perfectly fair. And as I said, Ducksworth is charged up to 3rd. A brilliant start from the number 95 on the Ducati as now head up to turn 4. Famil all over the back of Jake and Charlie. No track time in the lobby, so a good start for him to move up to 5th ahead of his teammate. Let's see if Ducksworth is going to fight back. Let's just get a look at our new champion. For the first time we're seeing him on track, and Charlie is absolutely rolling through. He's got the number 1 plate there and the gold showy helmet, and he is already making moves, and here he comes for the inside on Bernie. What a brilliant first lap this is from Charlie. Remember, he had no qualifying at all. This is, oh wow, a big movement on the curb there for Guns. This rear wheel goes up in the air. Thought Charlie was going to go for them both there. He has!
Oh,
wow, Bernie has sat up on the inside of Guns, and now look at the absolute drama going on in the middle of the pack. Let's see what Charlie has got. He is on some incredible pace, and before the end of the first lap, he's gone from 11th to 3rd. This is a champion's ride, and he's not giving it up just yet. Oh my gosh, look at the drama we're having at the back of the field as Jake is starting to pull away already. Charlie has got some work to do to catch Jake and Famil. And here comes Bernie back in the slipstream. Let's go on board with the Brit as he looks to pass the Frenchman. Oh, somebody's wide at the top there. That's Ducksworth. I knew it was one of the Ducatis. And now Max from Norway is all over the back of him, looking to get another 4th place and solidify his 3rd in the championship. Well, no, it's not solidify. The battle for 3rd is actually really intense here between Famil and Max from Norway. Somebody else in the fight there. I can't remember who. I think Ducksworth. Oh! Whoa! My word! A huge crash. His bike has gone through the floor. A huge accident as both the Aprilia riders go down. We were on board with Bernie there as his bike went flying, and Famil and Guns have collided. Oh, there's some severe lag. There is some severe lag. Let's red flag that. Yeah, we just had some severe lag. A load of riders going absolutely flying, so we're going to restart that. Sorry, Charlie. Here we go then, running it back again. Let's just hope that doesn't repeat, because I'm pretty sure we had a lot of lag there. A lot of big crashes. Yeah, let's see if Charlie can get another good start. He's got that work all to do again. Keep your eyes on the world champion at the back of the grid, the bright red number 1 Ducati. It's soon to be Marc Marquez as well. Here comes Jake. The lights go out and he goes defensive. He pulls along to the right side of the circuit. But here comes Guns up the inside. Look at the VR46 Ducati going for it on the inside. Jake's completely wide. He's been shuffled to the back of the field. What a start for Ducksworth. Ducksworth away brilliantly. LAGT also in the mix. Charlie up to 3rd with an even better start than last time. And now Famil's up the inside. He squeezes through. Ducksworth looking to come back. Jake, how has he ended up in 7th? Here comes Ducksworth. Back for him. LAGT on the outside. Famil back through on the inside. Where do you look?
Oh,
what a start. Ducksworth! Oh, he's completely swiped him up the inside. How have they stayed on the bike? This reminds me of Martin and Bagnaia, and Charlie is already looking to get involved. Only 2 sectors in. Could he lead the race already? Max from Norway's up to 2nd. This is basically the battle for 3rd in championship between Famil and Ducksworth. This Famil tries to down to him. Jake's down. Oh, there's drama everywhere. Here comes Charlie alongside. inside. We're in for a good show in the last sprint race of the year. Thank God we restarted. As Charlie swoops around the outside. What a move. What a sensational overtake from the world champion. As Fabio back up the inside. Oh, that's what a battle. What a battle we've got going here. This is genuinely incredible. Vermeil swipes around the outside. Oh! Dexter is down. No! Oh, he was on a brilliant run there. And unfortunately, he goes down in the battle. What an incredible start to this race. As Vermeil leads the way from Charlie, Max and Guns. What can the VR4060 Ducatis do about the world champion? Jake will be kicking himself from that one. And look at the two VR46 Bertamini Enduro Ducatis duking it out for third place. Here comes Guns with a brilliant run. He's looking to come up the inside here into turn 4. Oh, he's going to make the move. He's wide. He's wide. He's got that way too wide. And now could we see him back on the inside? The two teammates going head to head. 3, sorry. Bernie there in 5th. LAGT doing a good job in 6th. Just hanging in there with the group. But look how close Charlie and Vermeil is. Charlie wants to go out with a bang in MotoGP 24. The MotoGP minor champion. And now the M.I.R. world champion here in MotoGP 24, both on the Ducati. Here comes Charlie. Surely he's not going to go for it from this far back. No, he's not. Vermeil is doing really well at holding back the world champion. Surely he's going to get the run as Duckworth goes down again. Let's see if Charlie can get the run. He's going to send it. He's going to send it into the ultimate corner. Here he comes up the inside. A sensational overtake. But they're going to be side by side heading down to the last corner. We've got a battle on in the sprint race. Here comes Vermeil side by side with the world champion who went from last to second in only 2 sectors in lap 1. Vermeil's on the inside and he sits up the world champion. Brilliant. What a move from the Frenchman as he retakes the lead. LAGT's gone down as we were just singing his praise. Unfortunate for the Italian, better luck in the main race. But we're focusing on this battle at the front as here comes world champion. Charlie's back up the inside. Oh, he goes to pay the block pass back. He's out wide. Vermeil gets the switch back. And we're going to see a switch back again from Charlie. No, we're not, because Vermeil's out wide. He pulls it back again and gets brilliant defensive line. We were just saying how good he is at defending, and he's showing it to us here. Charlie's got the run though, back up the hill, up to turn 4. Look at the two VR4060 Ducati riders battling again. Charlie goes for it. He's ran that wide. Vermeil's back through. What a race we are having here to end M.I.R. here in the sprint race. It's incredible as Vermeil continues to lead, looking to add another sprint win to his tally. Charlie all over the back of the Aprilia RS GP24. His Desmos Adichie singing his way through the third set. Oh, Vermeil's on the grass. Oh, and somehow he's still on a bike and he's on the outside curb. Charlie thought about squeezing up the inside. That was close, and I've got a stitch honestly from shouting so much. Down into turn 1, it's the Brit versus the Frenchman with 2 laps to go here in the sprint race. Here comes Charlie, as I predicted, up the inside. He barges Vermeil out the way, but Vermeil stays strong on the outside. Again, absolutely spotless defense from the Aprilia rider. This is such a good show to end the season here at Sepang. A lot of lag there, don't ruin it for us now. Charlie tries to squeeze on the inside. Thankfully the lag didn't ruin the battle at the front. I think it lost Guns a little bit of time, but here comes Charlie up the inside. He's going to try and force him out wide, but he's ran it wide again. No, he hasn't. Finally he's made a move stick, but Vermeil's already back for him. He knows he has to keep passing him, and he's back up the inside with immediate effect, but Charlie's still got the inside line and he's going to run it wide again. Vermeil's back for him. Incredible racing here at Sepang. What an incredible sprint race. This is a show and a half here between Charlie and Vermeil. A battle for the ages. This is one of the best battles I've ever commentated on. Echoes back to Javier Demine versus Modesto as Vermeil runs it out wide. He's got a brilliant way to mess up that corner. And unfortunately, that's the first time he has made a mistake. He's lost the run out of the corner, and now Charlie is back in the slipstream for the back straight. Oh, and Charlie taking liberties taking liberties on the track limits. Warnings there as Vermeule's on the outside curbs. Careful, but he's going to get a fantastic exit for it. He lets Charlie through as he guns wide, but look at the exit speed he got from it. They're side by side again. Vermeule is going to go for the outside. Charlie's on the inside. Here they go. Oh! Mass contact! How are they both still on the bike? How are they both still on the bike? Vermeule gets the exit. What a battle!
Max from Norway is going to win. Max from Norway. Max from Norway is going to win.
Jake is now up into fourth. Jake is up into fourth. He can still win this one if something happens. It's Charlie versus Vermeule with 1 lap to go. Who is going to get this one? Charlie was a little bit wide there in turn 1, offering him a better run into turn 2. It's all about who has the better pace at the end of this race. What an absolutely sensational sprint race, regardless of who wins this. Oh, incredible. Now Jake is hunting down Max from Norway to take away his third in this sprint race. Vermeule doing everything he can to hold off the reigning world champion. This is the ride of Vermeule's MIR career, if he is able to pull this one off. But the ride of Charlie's career by far, no matter whether he finishes second or first, to come from the back of the grid up into second before the end of lap 1. But it looks to me like Vermeule has just got a little bit more pace at the end of this one than Charlie. Oh. Charlie's on the outside curve. That's going to ruin his run there. But Vermeule is close to a long lap penalty. Yes, that is correct. We're seeing echoes of Bezzecchi versus Marquez at Misano. This is the battle we wish we had as Charlie runs it super deep in the hairpin. It might be done now as the gap is up to 0.6 of a second. He got way too brave on the brakes. He should have waited for the run into the final corner, and now he has to pray on a mistake as Max from Norway goes down on the last lap out of third. Charlie's doing everything he can to put the pressure on the Frenchman, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough unless there's a mistake from the Aprilia rider down the back straight. We haven't watched anyone else for this sprint race. It's going to have to be huge mess up for Vermeule to lose this one now as he comes through the last corner. What a sensational sprint race as he's ran it out wide, but it's definitely not going to be enough to lose this race. Vermeule wins in fine fashion the ride of his career in MIR. What a sensational battle. He conquers the sprint race here in MIR. Charlie comes home with a brilliant second, the ride of his career, as I said. And Jake as well, a brilliant ride as well. Fantastic comeback to make third. Guns fourth, Bernie fifth, Max a disappointing sixth, which will lose him third place in the championship heading into the main race, but he can still fight back. That is the greatest race I've ever commentated on.
That was a brilliant sprint race. Gutted for Charlie. We really wish to see a bit more of a intense last lap, but of course that race did not
got it all served up to us in the first half. Oh my word, that penultimate lap was sensational. But Vermeule wins his second sprint race in a row. Let's see if he can back it up with the double and finally take his first main race win in the final race. The Frenchman, what an incredible ride. He couldn't have done that any better, in my opinion. He put the pressure on and he kept the pressure off. Just absolutely perfect. Charlie, a brilliant ride up to second from 11th on the grid after not even competing in qualifying. Jake third of the fastest lap of a 53.6, a good comeback for him as well. Guns fourth, a consistent ride to hang in with the group. Bernie fifth, Max from Norway sixth, and he'll be coming back to battle for the third place in the championship, which I don't think will be going his way after Vermeule put on a show like that. LAGT 7th, Ducksworth a really disappointing 8th after he got a brilliant start and fought with Vermeule off the line. Sharky 9th, Goji 10th, and Perky a disappointing 11th after previously battling for 6th place. Well, there was your sprint race, an absolute barnstormer to end the season in MIR. If you want to watch the full race, catch it on my YouTube channel where the races get streamed, Raceboy95, and also follow me on all my socials, Riley Davis, Motorsport Media on Instagram, TikTok, X, and YouTube for all updates on motorbike racing from me and my commentary. Thank you very much for joining me. Again, follow all my socials to help support my dream of becoming a commentator, and make sure you sign up on Discord at MIR to one day compete in one of these races. Thank you very much for joining me, and goodbye.